Hi, right now I'd like to show you how I mix China paint. Okay, I'm going to take some China paint out of the vial and place it on the tile. Now I use medium number 1. It's put out by Karen Buddige of Gildebrief magazine out of Germany. This is my absolute favorite medium of all the ones that I've ever used. This keeps my paint open the longest. Once I've mixed up this paint, I can put it in a covered container and it will last for, I've had it last for years without it drying up on me. This particular medium keeps it open the longest. It's medium number 1. Okay, also another medium I use of hers is Magic Medium, but that's used, I use that when I paint. I'll demonstrate that when we do the actual painting video here. That's what I'm going to apply to the tile, that I'm going to use the sponge and apply to the head, or it's also what I'm going to run my brush through. But for right now I'm using medium number 1 to mix up the dry China paint. I'm going to take and apply some medium off to the side of the tile. I don't want to pour it directly into the dry China paint. I want to take my palette knife and move a little bit at a time into the dry paint mixture. I want to mix this. While I'm mixing it, I want it to be as dry as I possibly can. I don't want to put just a whole bunch of medium in there and turn it to soup right away. I want this to be mixed very dry so I can grind all of those little granules there, very well. Okay, so before I add any more medium, I'm going to try and get all of the little dry granules worked up into my pretty stiff mixture here. But I'm going to do most of my grinding while it's very dry. Okay. I'm going to keep picking it up, putting it in another little pile here, and grinding up all those little granules there. Okay, now my mixture is very stiff at the moment, which is what I want. I want to keep grinding. This isn't something that you just mix up a couple of seconds and then let it go and start painting. I want this mixed and ground well. The better you have your paint mixed, the better it'll paint for you. Okay. Okay, now this is still a very stiff mixture, and it's very matte looking. When I look at it, it doesn't have any shine to it at all. It's a very matte mixture. Okay. I've got it pretty well mixed. Now I'm going to add just a little bit more medium again. And now I'm going to get it to the consistency that I want. Okay, so now I'm going to mix this well. Okay, I want to go just a little bit thinner. So I'm going to add a little bit more medium in. And this will probably do it to the consistency that I want to store it at. Okay, now the paint has a slight shine to it. It's mixed to about the thickness that I want to keep it stored. Okay, so then I would transfer this paint into a covered container, and it'll last me, months and months. As long as I keep the dust out of it, this paint will last indefinitely in this mixture. Okay, so I'd go ahead and transfer this to my covered container and it's ready to use whenever I'm ready to paint. Okay.